We have a very exciting program. We're so happy you guys could come. We have a number of people actually streaming live, which is exciting. It might be our biggest turnout, actually. We've been doing this with AIM at Melanoma for a decade, maybe, several over the years. It's been fantastic collaboration. AIM is one of the most, really most supportive and largest patient advocacy programs in groups in melanoma, really around the world. So first I'm going to introduce Sam Gild, who's going to talk a little bit about that. We'll get going.
Thank you. First, I really want to thank the University of Michigan, especially Susan, and all, Susan, you're fabulous, and all the staff who came out this morning to help us. I really appreciate. This is one of my favorite places coming to. We run several of these a year, and thank you so much. And I want to, thank all of you for coming and everybody from live streaming. Let me just tell you a bit about myself. So I unfortunately was forced into this community. 16 years ago, my sister was 26 when she died of melanoma. And so right after her death, my mother, who didn't come here today, started this foundation. We are now the largest global melanoma patient advocacy group. And I really want to say that so much has changed. I mean, even in just the last 5 years. What makes one of these events so exciting is that every year there is so much happening out there that we get to talk about all of the great things that are happening and all the things that we see that are coming down the road. And certainly everybody, all of you have contributed to that. I just want to first go into a little bit about some of the things that we have to offer you as an organization. When we started the organization, we felt there were a lot of gaps out there. So we do advocacy. We're at the table. We are the patient advocacy group for the FDA, NCCN guidelines, SWOG, ECOG. Pick a letter of the alphabet, and we're sitting there advocating for the melanoma community. We have a number of educational resources. I'll mention just a few of them. If you registered online, obviously you've seen our website. We have a physician assistant. It's a free resource. If you have a question about melanoma, feel free to email or call her. We're going to try, for example, to get to all of your questions today, but if you haven't gotten yours answered, or if something comes up down the road, please reach out to Melissa. We have a peer connect program, a mentoring program, so whether you have gone through this journey and want to help others, if you're starting out or in the middle and you need some support, please reach out to Brenda, our community director of community engagement. We have people who are undergoing treatment. We have side effect management sheets, so to help you recognize when's the flu, just the flu, or when is it something more serious that you need to be contacting your provider. We have a decision tree. So for those who are newly diagnosed with stage 3 melanoma, there are options out there, and there's a discussion about what those options are. Everything discusses things to consider, side effects, fertility, financial resources. We also have, we support research. So I am excited to say after 15 years, the reason we started this organization is because tissue is the issue. And researchers believe that everything you need to know about why certain people are at higher risk, which treatment options should I be using, who's at a higher risk of a reoccurrence, why do some people get side effects, that information is in the tissue. And so I want to thank Michigan because they came out and supported a walk that we recently had. We've just opened it was so unusual about this is that it's a multi-site consortium, so there's multiple institutions that are involved. We're collecting fresh frozen primary tissue, blood, urine, collecting medical history, and then AIM actually owns it, and then we'll be opening it up in a couple of years for researchers to get that primary. So without taking up any more of your time, I just want to go through a couple of logistics. You have a folder, there's an agenda in an evaluation form. Please complete it. All that information is shared with the staff. There's a pad of paper, index cards for questions. Please write down your questions. If you're live streaming, there's a chat feature. You'll notice on the right-hand side of your screen, there's several icons, the third one down. Click on it, ask your questions. I am writing them down and sharing it with the panel. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you again so much, and I hope you get a lot out from this morning. Thanks.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Leslie Fesher, and I also want to thank everyone for coming out, as well as our live streaming audience. I also want to give appropriate credit for the team that is supporting us as well. One, we have people who have contributed to our Melanoma Education and Support Group Fund, and we want to acknowledge their contribution to some of the support for this program. We also want to make sure everyone's aware we have some additional people support staff from the University of Michigan, including art therapy, music therapy, many of our social workers with a variety of support that are outside at the tables and some handouts for you. So we want to thank them for coming out as well. Thank you.